And our team coverage moves now to Margaret Brennan, moderator of Face the Nation. Margaret, good to be with you. And what a whirlwind day for President Trump. We want to begin with the events here in South Florida, though. So what does the arrest of Roger Stone mean for the president?
Well, of course, the White House says it has nothing to do with the president. At this point, they're really trying to downplay that pre-dawn arrest of Roger Stone, who has long been a friend of Donald Trump as a private citizen, and then was part of his campaign for some time, then left the campaign. And that is what is so documented in the special counsel filings today, is exactly what he did as an advisor to the campaign, speaking with both those who were getting information from WikiLeaks, which had these documents stolen from Hillary Clinton and the DNC by Russian hackers, and coordinating with the Trump campaign, senior members of the Trump campaign, according to the special counsel's filing today. So this creates a link to the campaign itself, in some way coordinating and signing off, at least seeking out more information about those damaging emails and the strategic leaks, the timing of them, in order to damage the 2016 opponent to President Trump.
Margaret, let me ask you about the deal to end the government shutdown, at least for now. It took us 36 days to get here. Can a larger deal get done by February 15th, in your view?
That's going to be a tall order. This is a temporary reprieve. It's the end of the longest shutdown in American history, but we could see another one February 15th, because that's all the funding we have, just 3 weeks of money. And the big issues immigration-wise that are on the table are still the same sticking points, including the president's demand for a border wall. Not clear that 3 weeks' time is going to change Democrats' opposition to that, or convince Republicans to agree to the things Democrats would like to see, such as protections for the 11 million undocumented immigrants believed to be here in the United States. That's sort of an ask beyond the protections for the 700,000 so-called dreamers that already has been floated by the White House. So we could do this all over again. And the president also says we could see an emergency order for him to build the wall if Congress doesn't agree.
Yes, that's the thing that he's been talking about. He said that I could have declared a much more drastic measure, but instead we're just going to have this reprieve for 3 weeks. Do you think a state of emergency is coming?
Well, the president, that was how he ended his Rose Garden address today. Basically, we could do this again next month, and if you don't do things the way I want them, we could see this reprogramming of money. Of course, he's going to be challenged in the courts if he does that, and it could further sour his relationship with Congress. So any hopes of getting some of the big things he'd like to get done, like infrastructure development and the like, is going to get harder and harder if this is the way the relationship continues.
Yeah, no one has talked about infrastructure in a while. Margaret Brennan, thank you very much for joining us from Washington. And you can catch Margaret on Face the Nation Sunday morning at 10:30 right here on CBS 4.